Hey guys, welcome back to another League to Legend. Today we've got our first Europa League game against Lyon and then a Premier League game against Sheffield United. Since you were last with us, as you can see, things have been going really well for us. We've only played the two match with Liverpool, we played a couple with Italy. So the next game after the Burnley one was we went to Chelsea where we won 2-1 with a very, very late Martinez winner. We then played Everton at home in the Merseyside derby and we absolutely pounded them into the ground. That was a fantastic win for us. That leads us up to Olympique Lyon the now. The matches with schedule. Italy, we drew the first one with Portugal. We were pretty poor in that game, not going to lie. We were probably lucky to even come away with a point. Next one was at home to Sweden. I thought we were going to have another poor game. Isaac scored in 10 minutes within 10 minutes, but we managed to bring it back and win 3-1. So if anyone's interested, this is how the group with Italy is looking. We're top of the group on goal difference only, above Portugal. Still got a long way to go. Hopefully we don't disappoint in that we did the last time. But with the schedules out the way, we'll have a look at what's happened transfer wise. We still know this guy is coming in at the end of the season from Bayern Munich. We obviously seen up to Ricardo Di Michel. Sorry again if I pronounced that name wrong, but we've brought in a couple of goalkeepers, a couple of young ones. Really excited for both of them, but this one even more. Andrea Vucevic from Dynamo Zagreb for 9 million. He looks as if he can be a really good player. He's capped at under 25 level so far, and from what I've seen of him, he looks really good. So he'll probably take over the reins of Alisson in a couple of years' time when Alisson gives it up. Next, we've got Archibald from Celtic, 7.5k. 20 years old, Scottish, under 21 international. Does have a good bit of potential, 3.5 star. We brought him in because he apparently has a lot of, well, the scouts says that he had a lot of potential, but strangely enough we only brought him in for 7.5. We loaned him immediately to Harrogate, but right now he's worth 39 to 50 million. Next was a signing that I'm absolutely in love with because it came from my team and I love this guy in real life, is Emile Smith-Rowe. He has been brought in to play in the middle. He'll be fighting in the positions, probably the Mazzala position with Pedri. Pedri is wanted, so I don't know how long we're going to be able to hold on to him for. But I'm really happy that we managed to bring Emile Smith-Rowe in. It was 75 million up front, as you can see, and potential is 175. I think that is a bargain and a half. He's already worth 200 million ish, but I think he can do a good job for us. And last but not least, we're bringing in this guy from Tottenham for 100 million. This guy, I'm going to butcher his name, so we'll just call him Caleb. He is 22 years old. Again, our coaches, our scouts and that said that he was going to be an absolute world beater. He might not look amazing, but we do have faith that he'll come good, and there's plenty of time. He's only 22 years old. We're the only reason we managed to get him for a lot cheaper than what he actually, Tottenham were wanting 250 million for him. We got him for 100 million, but we had to loan him back to them. So we can call him back, I believe, but I think it needs to be in January. Yeah, so if we're needing them, we'll bring them back in January. But apart from that, that is how everything has went in the transfer market. This is how the league's looking. Absolutely smashing it. Played 4, won 4, scored 27 goals, let in 3, goal difference of 24, and we're the only team that's got a 100% record. So let's just get stuck into the first European match with Liverpool. This is the team we're going to send out for it. We've got Alisson in goals, Robertson, Salisu, Ibanez and Arnold at the back, Camavinga, McKennie, Smith Rowe in the midfield, Martinez, Haaland, Salah up front. I actually had a bit of a fight with Salah because he is wanting to. Well, sorry, he was wanting. He was wanted, sorry, by the two Milan teams. I don't know if he still is. We rejected it because we still want him here, obviously. But he got a grump on because I don't know why he got a grump on, but he did, and he ended up wanting a new contract, and he was wanting a stupid amount of money. Like, he's in the later stages of his career, and I think he was wanting nearly £400,000 a week. That's just not going to happen. So if he keeps moaning about that, then we won't have Salah for much longer. But speaking of the man, he's put us 1-0 up against Lyon. That was a really good header from him. Good cross in by Alexander Arnold as well. But we seem to be playing really well now. We seem to be... 2 seconds just to make sure everything is okay. We'll slow it down a bit. Replays are off. Sounds are off. That's okay. So, in fact, I think I've just made it a wee bit faster. So we'll slow down a touch. But yeah, we've been playing really, really well. We did play really well against Chelsea, but Chelsea are a really good side, a good defensive side. So I never expected to score a lot against them. I was actually quite happy to take the draw, but Martinez, with a silky bit of skill, managed to drop the shoulder and dart into the box, and he managed to get the goal for us. And there's the machine, Haaland, now getting on the score sheet. That's his 11th of the season. I think he's only played 4 games. He did miss the Everton game because he picked up a knock against Chelsea, so we played Gracie up top instead of him. So that's him back to full fitness, so hopefully he can start banging in the goals again. Not that he actually stopped. But things seem to be going pretty well for us in the Europa League here as well. We're pressing well. I like how we're playing. And as soon as I says that, we've fluffed our lines, and Origi now is coming forward with the ball. Smith Rowe tackled but loses it, but Alisson picks up the ball with ease there. Hopefully we can counter attack here. Smith Rowe gets the ball, wins the ball back. Haaland is through, and Haaland scores. Was it ever in doubt? But I've recently made a video of this tactic. I think this tactic is one of the most overpowered that I've actually ever used. There was a tactic that I used Football Manager 2018, where I played similar attackers, formation up front, like 3 up front, but I only had 2 defenders, and instead of a flat back 4, it was 2 at the back and 2 wing backs, and that was really overpowered. I scored goals for fun, but I'm rabbiting on here, and Lyon will pull the goal back. Time to make our usual subs. We'll bring on Pedri for Smith Rowe. We'll bring him on for Martinez. And we'll leave it there just in case we pick up an injury. That was a good tackle from Salisu, and now hopefully we can get the counter attack going. Pedri now tries to release Haaland but can't get the ball to him. Haaland chasing back to try and get that ball back, and the pressure works. McKinney's in, shoots, but it was straight at the keeper, and the keeper tips it over. It's telling us to bring on Pelizon for Alexander Arnold, so we'll do that. That will be our last sub. 30 minutes to go. Pelizon's now on the ball, shoots. I don't know if that was a save or if it hit the post, but that was unlucky. I also think I've just seen that does their keeper have a mohawk? I don't know what they're doing. They were playing Awar up front himself there. Probably not the person I would play there. Pedri floats the ball over to Haaland, and Haaland skies it. That was a bit of a shock. Usually he finishes them with ease, but 3-1. That was a good away victory in Europe. That was also Pelizon's debut. I did not know that. I thought he had already played for us, but obviously not. So he played well. We'll come back in just a moment for you guys when we take on Sheffield United. Right, and this is the team that we're going to send out for the Sheffield United game. Only one change from the team that took on Lyon. Anderson in goals, Robertson, Silasu, Ibanez and Trent Alexander-Arnold at the back. Camavinga, Pedri and Smith-Rowe in the midfield. Martinez, Haaland and Salah up front. Hopefully we can continue our winning ways with a victory here. It's not going well all off the bat. 1-0 down inside a minute. Not the best defending from a corner I've seen. But hopefully with the way we've been playing, we've been scoring a lot of goals, so hopefully we can get a couple of goals back. I've also seen during between episodes, Middlesbrough are absolutely having a diabolical season so far. Well, start to a season. They've played 5, lost 3 I think it was, and drew 2. So they're not having the best of seasons. I wonder how the board is feeling or thinking at this moment in time with the fact that they were wanting us to take them to Champions League football. Haaland, that was a good chip ball over the top for Haaland, and it was a really good finish. I think that's onside. I don't think that's offside. And I'm wrong. That was offside. Pretty gutting. But we go again, and Sheffield United are coming at us again. They obviously don't fear the fact that we are free scoring, and that was a really good goal from Iwobi. It was a nice lob. Let's demand a bit more. Sheffield United are up at the top side of the table, so maybe they're a lot better than what we know them of in real life. But the team that we have should be well more than enough to handle them. Robertson now plays it over the top for Haaland. Haaland loses the ball but gets the ball back, and this could be a penalty. I thought the player got the ball, to be honest, but I've been wrong before, and it is a penalty. Who is our penalty taker? Our penalty taker is Salah, and Salah scores. This is 4th of the season. The fact that he's playing this well as well so far in his career is pretty awesome. Not what I wanted to see though, Camavinga picking up an ox, but we've got Savic there that can slot into that position. I know he's not fully fit, but I think he was able to play at least 75 minutes, so he's got enough left in the tank. Sheffield trying to play out the back, but then lumps it forward. But Ibanez heads it straight back to them, but Silasu gets the ball back. Helped out his defensive partner there. Playing some lovely football. It was nice. Robertson chases, but just couldn't get there. But it was a bad pass from their right back. Tries to pass it back to the goalkeeper, and Haaland sneaks in and levels up the scores. That was pretty poor from the right back there. Done so well to contain Robertson, and then just passes it straight to Haaland. But I was pretty disappointed with the fact that we let in 2 goals pretty early on in that half. So we'll let the players know about that, and hopefully we can snatch a goal. It would be nice to score here so early on in the second half. Robertson crosses in, Martinez is there, but Martinez hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Robertson's pretty knackered. We'll probably bring on Mendes for him. Alexander Arnold now pretty knackered, but we'll bring on Mendes for. Didn't mean to do that. We'll bring on Mendes for Robertson, and we'll bring on McKennie for Smith Rowe. He's not played well today, and we'll switch the 2 around. Pardon me. Let's demand a bit more. Salah now on the right hand side, passes it back to Savic, to Pedri, McKennie. McKennie spreads it out to Mendes. Can he find the cross? Can he find Haaland? He does, and what a block. That was a fantastic block from the Sheffield United defender. He isn't there, Haaland scores that. Alexander Arnold with the corner, but it gets cleared. McKennie now at the edge of the box. Martinez passes it back to Ibanez, who shoots, and I think that hits the bar and goes over. We are searching hard for this 3rd goal. Salah now going down the right hand side to Alexander Arnold, crosses it in, now back out to Salah. Arnold in, back to Salah, back to Haaland. We're just playing it about. I would rather it get into the box quicker. And Alexander Arnold finds the cross, finds Haaland, and he heads in. I believe this is going to stand. I think Haaland was behind Alexander Arnold when he crossed that, and it was. I was right on this occasion. Now, if Sheffield want anything from this match, they're going to need to come at us, which will hopefully give us space in behind them. McKennie snatches the ball, plays Martinez in, who tries to get it to Haaland, but the defender deals with it rather easy. We're pressing really, really well. I'm really liking how we're playing. Mendes crosses it in, but gets cleared. McKennie picks up the ball. Pedri now to Alexander Arnold, who's in the box. Tries to cross it, gets blocked first time, but gets it second time, and that man again, Haaland, is there to tap it in, and that's his hat-trick. 3rd hat-trick of the season already. We've only played 5 games in the league. I was going to make a sub there, but I forgot we've made all 3, so we'll just see it out now. I never even seen that player standing out there. I thought that the goalkeeper just kicked that out. Look at Martinez running back to try and press him. That was fantastic, and we've managed to get the players back, but that was close. There was no one marking him at the back stick, but Haaland now with a free kick, shoots and hits the post. That was unlucky. That was nearly his 4th. Savic picks up the ball, plays all the way back to Alisson. Only 15 seconds left, and our team is still going for it. Mendes into Haaland, but the shot gets blocked again. Ibanez to Alexander Arnold, and that is it, done. 4-2 on the day. Started off pretty slow, but we ended it pretty strong. Keep our 100% record going in the season. We've not dropped any points, which is pretty awesome. We do have a tough run of fixtures coming up though. We do have Man United in the next few games, I believe. Yeah, we've got Man United, Tottenham, Man City, so we do have a few tough games coming up. So the next episode will be back for Man City and we'll play Copenhagen in the Europa League. I think that is a decent place to come back to. So if you liked that in any way, please leave a like on the video. If you'd like to see more Football Manager 22 content on the channel, please subscribe, turn notifications on, and thank you very much for watching.